Ahoy there, YouTube. Welcome back to another Thoughts from the Corner.
I'm here with my good friend, Adam.
Hey.
And right now, we're going to be talking about the new one, Aunt Agatha's Attic. This is from Chronicle Books. It's for 3 to 6 players. Age is 8+. It'll take about 15 to 30 minutes to play. And this is a very simple Pit-esque game. If you've ever played the classic game of Pit, it's a fast-paced, frantic, real-time trading game, but with a little bit more of a gaminess aspect to it, too, as there's a set collection thing where you're trying to get a certain number of specific item cards, but then there's also another currency in the game. The item cards are going to get you victory points, but you also need to collect hugs, because hugs will give you essentially a bonus modifier. So it gives you just another thing to bargain with, which I did like, as I would tell you about it. If you want to see exactly how the game is played, check out the Skip the Rules video that I started to do, which does a pretty good job, I think, of teaching you how to play the game without the rules. So we played a 5-player version of this tonight, and what are your initial thoughts on the game?
So this one kind of threw me for a loop. I thought I knew what was going on to get going, and I was totally wrong. The way that the way it works is you have to trade with someone to get more of your cards that you initially kind of start with. So I had 2 really great hands, but I couldn't access them because I had to trade with people. So I had to give away cards that I really wanted to keep in order to get it back. And yeah, I missed it on this one. I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I'm glad that you brought that up because I forgot to mention that. There is definitely a gamey edge to this because you get to see all your cards at the beginning. You know what you have to look forward. You might be like, oh, shoot, I got 4 of the 8 cards that I need for the 8 card. Because how it pretty much works is there's 42 item cards in the game. I think there's 9 cards that have a 9 in the corner, 8 cards that have 8 in the corner, 7 cards that have 7 cards in the corner. And if you can get at least half of those cards, you're going to score that many points. If you're able to collect all those cards, then you will get double that. And also, if you get the mirror, you get even more points. But the catch is, like, let's say you have 5 7s. It's, do I want to trade away these 2 7s, or do I want to try? Because if you trade them away, you're still fine. As long as you get 4 of them, you don't have to have the 5. You know what I'm saying there. But there is definitely a gamery aspect to this game. It can clog, though. I played this with my 7-year-old son. He joined us with it, and he really completely impacted the game because he wasn't wrapping his brain around the fact that sometimes, like you said, you have to get rid of those cards that you don't want to get rid of in order to draw more cards, which luckily is why I really like the hug currency. Now, you can't exchange hug to hug, but you can give away your hugs and then potentially, get a card that you don't even want, because the other thing that I really like about this game that we haven't mentioned yet is that there's going to be some cards in the center, and those cards in the center are crucial. There's actually a lot to take in on this game.
Yeah, there is. Like, so the stuff in the center, it's like, oh yeah, I know, like, from the get-go, you see, like, oh, there's that extra 8 that I need, and I'll have 7 8s in my, grouping. But it's like, oh, I have to trade away a card to get that, and that doesn't give me another card here. So now I have to trade with somebody so that I can pick that up, but I also still don't want to pick it up because I need to trade another one to someone, the card that I just got to someone else in order, and I was just like,
there's another
there was too much stuff going on that I was just like, I don't know what I need. I don't know where I want to go to.
Here's something I was thought of. When someone is actively asking for a card, if you can remember what that card is, and if that card ever comes to the center, you can then potentially grab it so that you can trade it with somebody else.
Well, there were several times when someone asked for a card, and I saw it was in the center, so I tried to quickly, and I kept putting the one that I put down, face down.
You did. It was annoying.
I mean, it annoyed me too, but it's just something that I kept doing, and
what are your thoughts on it? There's a lot of thoughts on this game.
Yeah, it really, I enjoyed it. I would like to play it again. Because it gets your blood moving. Like, I think it's a good opener game because it really it starts your mind moving, so that you can play other games that are maybe, more in depth. I mean, this is really,
it's very simple.
It's more than it looks like from the get-go.
If you played Pit, it's pretty much a lot like Pit, but with some gamery stuff thrown in there. I like the artwork. I like the box size. Easy to learn, easy to teach. There's a good rule video you can watch on too, which is always great. And yeah, I think you nailed it. Now, we played it 5 players. I've had a chance to get it at 3 players. I think this is much in the same vein as Pit, where the more people you have, the better the game is going to be, just because it's more fast, it's more frantic, there's more people to trade with, there's more to hear. Like, oh, somebody say they wanted 4, somebody say they wanted 4. No, I got a 4, I got a 4. Oh, what do you want? What are you going to say? Oh, you want a 6? I'll give you 4 hugs. I'll give you 7 hugs. And then that can potentially switch the thing, because now somebody else is like, well, shoot, that guy just got 7 hugs, so now I'm going to be much more likely to get rid of my hugs. There's a lot to take in these rounds. These rounds, did I forget to mention, there is a sand timer, a 2-minute sand timer, which it gets your blood pumping. I think you said that very, very well. So in the end, yeah, I think we're both fans. Aunt Agatha's Attic. If you have younger kids, like I said, Mike's son is age 7. Now, that being said, I'm going to bring it into my classroom, and I think with repeated plays, he's going to get better at it. He couldn't wrap his brain around a couple of the different concepts, and also you do have to make sure you're remembering to draw a card, because if you don't do that, that's really going to hurt yourself. But yeah, the rule booklets, there was like one issue that I had to reach out to the publisher about what happens with ties, and I think we had one more slight issue with the rule booklet, didn't we? I don't remember what it was, but I think there was one more where it either way, Aunt Agatha's Attic, I think this is a really enjoyable lightweight filler game, and I think I'm going to keep it in my collection because, like as you said, I think it's a good end of the night or beginning of the night game. So there you go. It looks like it might be your cup of tea. Be sure to check this one out. If you're looking for a more gaming Pit, maybe check that one. Give it a try. If you're enjoying what we're doing, please sure to click on that subscribe button down below. If you support the channel, click on that little Amazon Associates link down below, or click subscribe, or just click anywhere on this page. It'll probably be good. And in the comments below, let me know, have you ever found anything cool in an attic?
In an attic? Oh, actually, we were cleaning out the attic one time, and I found this grenade.
Oh,
yeah. And it had been like welded to this base. It was like a, I don't know, like a paperweight or something. But it was my grandpa's, and I was like, is this real? my brother's like, let's try it out. So we went in the backyard, we pull the pin, throw the grenade out of the yard, and then like go down the stairs, the basement stairs, and we just wait. And it's like, how long does a grenade take to go off? And it didn't go off. It was obviously
a paperweight.
A paperweight. But we were really excited about it for a little while, and possibly could have been terrorists.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That puts mine to shame. I found a whole bunch of wood, which actually ended up partially being this table.
Oh, yeah.
So, gaming table. But let me know in the comments below. Have you ever found anything cool in the attic? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.